Welcome to Story Rhymes, your go-to spot for chilling horror and myth tales. Every video is a new adventure for you. Smash that like button and follow us on YouTube and Facebook. I've got a lot to show you, so let's get started. Ever wonder what happens when gods get old? When the thunder fades and the legends are forgotten? Imagine this. Mount Olympus, once a shining beacon in the heavens, now just a gated community for has-beens. And at its heart, on a once mighty golden throne, sits Zeus. His beard is long, his eyes are tired, and the lightning that once shook the world now just flickers and dies in his hand like a faulty light bulb. The age of gods is over, or so it seems. Down below, in the gleaming steel and glass towers of the mortal world, a new power is rising. Hades, Lord of the Underworld, has rebranded. He's no longer a grim king of shades. He's a tech mogul, the CEO of a multi-trillion-dollar corporation, and his latest product is about to launch. He calls it Synthetic Divinity. It's an app, a network, a new reality that promises to digitize the human soul, offering a kind of digital immortality. But the cost is total control. Hades plans to monopolize the very essence of humanity, creating an underworld of data where he is the absolute ruler. Back on Olympus, Zeus watches the world through a flickering screen. He sees Hades' ambition, his cold, calculated plan to enslave humanity not with chains, but with code. The old god knows he can't fight this new threat with fading lightning. The world has changed. The rules have changed. He needs to understand this new age, this new enemy. So, with a heavy sigh that stirs the clouds, Zeus makes a decision. He abandons his throne, leaves the gilded cage of Olympus behind, and steps into the mortal world for the first time in centuries. No thunderous entrance, no divine entourage, just an old man climbing into a beat-up pickup truck for a cross-country road trip. His journey is disorienting. The world is a blur of highways, fast food joints, and digital noise. The reverence he once commanded is gone. To everyone else, he's just another senior citizen, easily ignored. It's on a dusty roadside that he meets Leo, a young boy with a knack for technology and a heart full of questions. Leo is sharp, cynical, and completely unimpressed by the old man claiming to be the king of the gods. But he's also lost, searching for his own place in a world that feels increasingly hollow. An unlikely alliance forms. Hades, learning of Zeus's presence in the mortal realm, sends his corporate enforcers, creatures of myth, disguised as slick, black-suited agents, to stop him. The first confrontation happens at a neon-lit truck stop. A hulking minotaur, now a security chief with cybernetic horns, corners them. Zeus instinctively reaches for a thunderbolt that isn't there. For the first time, he is truly vulnerable. Panic gives way to instinct. He's not a god of thunder anymore, but he is a god of strategy. Using his ancient wisdom, he outsmarts the beast, causing a distraction that allows him and Leo to escape. It's a messy, clumsy victory, but it's a victory nonetheless. he learns a crucial lesson. His power is no longer in his fists, but in his mind. As they travel, Zeus starts seeing the world through Leo's eyes. He learns about social media, viral trends, and the quiet desperation of a generation raised online. He also teaches Leo, not about gods and monsters, but about courage, integrity, and the importance of human connection. He protects the boy not with lightning, but with fatherly advice and clever tricks learned over millennia. In a world obsessed with digital connection, Zeus rediscovers the power of a simple conversation, of empathy, of being truly present for someone. He's no longer a king. He's becoming a mentor, a guardian. Their journey isn't just a physical one. It's a quest for an ancient power, a last resort against Hades. Zeus is searching for the cave of the Hesperides, home to the golden apples of immortality. But the old maps are useless. With Leo's help, they decode ancient texts using modern search engines and satellite imagery. They follow the clues, not to a mythical garden, but to a sprawling suburban mall. The cave of the Hesperides, it turns out, is now a forgotten, dusty storeroom in the basement, hidden behind a vintage arcade. The air doesn't smell of ambrosia, but of old cardboard and cleaning supplies. Inside, there is no tree, there is no garden. In the center of the room, resting on a pedestal of stacked milk crates, is a pulsating orb of light. It's not an apple. It's something far more ancient, far more powerful. The world spark, the very thing that ignited creation. Zeus reaches for it, believing it to be the ultimate weapon, the one thing that can restore his former glory and blast Hades' empire to dust. But as his fingers touch the spark, he isn't filled with power. He's filled with vision. He sees the entirety of human history flash before his eyes. The triumphs, the failures, the love, the loss, the art, the wars. He feels every hope, every dream, every quiet moment of despair. He sees the intricate, fragile, beautiful tapestry of humanity, and he understands. The spark isn't a weapon to be wielded. It's a responsibility. It's a sacred trust. The ultimate power isn't the ability to command and control. It is the wisdom to protect and nurture. It's the burden of a true guardian. At that moment, Hades' agents burst in, but Zeus doesn't raise a fist. He doesn't call down fire. He simply stands before the spark, and its gentle, unwavering light pours out of him. The agents, creatures of shadow and greed, recoil from its pure, incorruptible essence. They see their own emptiness reflected in its light and flee, not from fear of destruction, but from the overwhelming presence of something they can never possess. The battle is won, not with a bang, but with a realization. Hades' network, built on the promise of a hollow eternity, begins to falter as people, inspired by a renewed sense of connection, begin to log off. They choose the messy, beautiful reality of life over the clean, cold perfection of a digital cage. In the end, we see Zeus not on his old throne, but standing among the stars, looking down at the earth. He hasn't regained his old power. He has transcended it. The lightning is gone for good. In its place is a quiet, profound understanding. He is no longer the petulant king of Olympus, but a true cosmic sovereign, a guardian whose authority comes not from fear, but from boundless wisdom and a deep, abiding love for the world he now serves to protect. He has finally become the god he was always meant to be. Thank you so much for watching this journey unfold. If you love stories that reimagine our oldest myths for the modern world, be sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss our next video. Let us know in the comments what you think of this new Zeus. Until next time,